Okay, so just waiting the commencement of the 86 grand final between Roopena and Central. Both players of both teams in position. Ready to commence this game. The crowd very good and the oval bathed in the sunshine, and looking forward to a very good spectacle here today. And saw the result of the seconds game, Central winning by 12 points over West, which was a very entertaining game. Okay, so playing the anthem there before the commencement of the game. So there's the siren for the commencement of the 86 grand final here at the Bennett Oval in Whyalla. McDonald versus, or Perrott actually with the ball, gets a hand pass away to centre half forward, coming through O'Halloran. Oh, very physical clash there, and the free kick will go the way of the Centrals and O'Halloran. The Centrals with the first free. And O'Halloran at centre half back will put Centrals over centre and into attack. There's his kick, goes short to the centre wing. In front was number 16 for Central, was Nigel Miller. And Nigel Miller the mark on the centre wing. There's his kick, goes to the half forward flank. Up the high there for Roopena was Tester, off hands McCarthy, hand pass to Burgoyne. Burgoyne gets around the play, now kicks it into the full forward area looking for Dignan. Dignan can't mark on the second occasion, but will get a free kick for a high tackle. And Dignan with a free about 25 metres out from goal. The Centrals with a couple of free kicks. Steve Dignan. It's about 25 metres out from goal, but on a bit of an angle. So Dignan can draw first blood for the Roosters. There's his kick, goes across the face of goal. He might have just stuck in for a point. He has, so the first score of the afternoon to Central through Dignan. Number 37 for the Central team, so Dignan one behind. That's Central's tally, and Plenty at the score. So just waiting for the fullback kick in for Roopena. Goes to centre half back. In front there, mark the Central, that player being Burke. Number 2, Mark Burke, and he takes the mark. It's in the centre of the ground. Kicks it in the half forward. Mackenzie goes around. We'll get a free for a bit of a push. Called play on the advantage free as Tester kicks the ball up to centre wing. Play there for Roopena, number 49 in Jenner. Kicks it up the half forward line looking for Harry Huber, the popular player, the medalist. He takes the mark. Hand passes to Peter Byfield. Byfield goes around, goes for a short pass looking for the player there in Smith, the big fellow, number 24, but coming through there was O'Halloran for Central. He goes to centre wing looking for Burke, and Burke's, drops what he should have taken. Diving on the ball there was Jenner for Roopena, and we'll see a bounce down in the centre wing position. Umpires Pringle and Hannon in charge today. So we'll have a bounce down between centre wing and half forward with Roopena just into attack. It's the bounce down, McDonald. Puts it down to Tester. Mackenzie taken away by Tiller. Tiller into the centre of the ground looking for Calder. He's drifted down from centre half forward. And Calder's marked in the centre of the ground. Goes short to Burgoyne. Burgoyne's loose on the half forward flank. He can go for a straighten up and have a shot for goal. Puts it on its way. But I think he's offline and through for the minor score, Burgoyne. So Central's into attack. Opening moments of the game. They've got 2 behinds on the board. The Roos yet to score. And waiting for Shearer to put the ball into play. Goes to the half-back flank. Azzopardi in front. Has it well fisted away by McDonald. With a free kick will go the way of Azzopardi. And as a party has stayed a free kick on half forward right flank. Lead from play there Indignant, but he avoids it. Dummies a hand pass, kicks it into the full forward area. Coulter can't take the mark. Roopena through Burton. The ex-Central player gathers in now, goes for the hand pass, but that's blocked and the ball's over line for the throw in. So Central 2 behinds on the board, Roopena at the score. As we see the throw in the left forward pocket. In front Dawson, it wasn't a very good throw in. And Stuart Hagie's got to give the ball back to the boundary umpire for another throw in the left forward pocket. Dawson and McDonald. Dawson makes front position, taps it down. Hand pass by Schwarz has been blocked. There is a very scrambly patches of play on the outer side of the ground, and a free kick away the Roos through Dolling. And so Gary Dolling from the back pocket will put Roopena to the half-back flank. No, we'll go short. Short pass finds Warren Taylor, and Taylor's marked between the back pocket and the half-back flank. Taylor goes inboard looking for McDonald, big number 46. Mark McDonald, he's marked at centre half-back. As his kick goes into the centre of the ground, player going over the mark, 15-metre penalty against the Central player, and McDonald comes up almost to the centre of the ground. He's not far from it. There's his kick. Screw punt to centre half forward. Tiller's in front over the top. And chipping in front there was Brereton. Called play on. Picked up by Tiller again. A hand pass to Azzopardi. Azzopardi's on outer side half-back flank. Goes with a short pass inboard and finds Stanton. Ray Stanton, left foot kick goes into the centre. Not very well directed. Peter Byfield says thank you very much. And Peter Byfield marks at just back of the centre. We'll get a 15-metre penalty against Coulter. This will bring him almost to centre half forward, Peter Byfield. He can just about have a shot for goal very shortly. And Roy Coulter a bit aggressive there. And Peter Byfield now, hello, another one. This will bring him almost to centre half forward. I think he's going to end up kicking the score the way he's going. That's 3. So Peter Byfield, the ex-North player, back into the town just before the end of the minor round. He's got a chance from about 35 to 40 metres out. The goal here will set LaRue nerves, I'd imagine. There's his kick. It's dropping a little short, or not dropping short, in fact fading away to the right, and 1 point is the result. So Byfield has kicked his team's first behind. LaRue's on 1 behind, Central's on 2 behinds. And we've been playing almost 6 minutes in this first quarter. As we see Johnny Rogan prepare to kick in. He goes to the grandstand half-back flank. There's his kick, not a bad one too. Up they go. Play at the back there was Perrott, but I think I thought Byfield would have taken it, but Perrott with a mark on half-forward left flank. As his kick goes into the full forward position. Smith in front. Was it Huber? It's Harry Huber. And the big general's taken the mark. There's a skirmish. With a scuffle. Players no doubt very edgy. It's a big game, and umpires there trying to settle things down. Hello, and the free's going the way of Central. So there you go. How often do you see that happen? Player takes the mark, there's a skirmish and it goes the other way. Short pass by McCarthy has found Burke. Mark Burke goes to centre wing, over the top Dignan. McDonald should say, number 49, Jenner. Jenner goes inboard, looking for Trevor Gobbett. Gobbett's caught, now gets a hand pass away, fisted away by Central. Burgon's got the run of the ball. He's in the centre of the ground. He's got the ball now, it kicks it up the centre half forward. Burton's in the van and takes a safe mark on the chest on the last line of the fence, Gary Burton. Clears to the outer side of the ground, looking for player there, number 6, and Trevor Gobbett. And Trevor Gobbett marks on half-back flank, outer side of the ground. Short pass by Gobbett, trying to find a teammate. Brereton the crumbs, gathers in, hooks over the shoulder, trying to find McKenzie. Biles is there for Central. Well, McKenzie knocks it on further. He goes to ground in doing so, and we'll see a throw on the outer side, right half forward flank with the Roos into attack. So there's a throw in. Hubert taps it down to his rover. Players wrestling for it, eventually comes out to Whyalla and a hand pass over there to play there in Tiller. Tiller kicks to centre wing. Johnny Simmons meeting the ball. Brereton was tackled. and it's over the line for the throw in. So still 2 behind to Central, Roopena 1 behind. 8.5 minutes into the first quarter. And after a few skirmishes early, play seems to have settled down a bit. McCarthy kicks the centre half forward. Dolling there for Roopena, can't take the mark against Dignan. Swooping on the ball was Burgoyne. Now Burton diving on the ball. Picked up there by Tester. Tester goes with the hand pass to number 49, Jenner. Jenner over to Brereton, the creative one. Brereton's kick out wide, looking for a teammate there in Smith. Goes further to Huber. Huber's got the ball in the half-forward flank. Goes for a bounce and get a hand pass over to a teammate. That's McKenzie. McKenzie was pushed in the back and got a free kick. Colin McKenzie, right in the goal square, was deemed to be pushed by the umpire and we'll get a free from point-blank range. McKenzie picks it up very quietly, puts it on its way, so the Roos draw first blood on the 86 final. They go to 1-1. Central's on 2 behinds. 9.5 minutes into the quarter, the champion over from the Roopena team, Colin McKenzie, puts the first goal on the board. Doddle and Tiller, 2 youngsters. Roberts there, Simmons. Hand passes to Burke. Over to Miller. Central's on the rampage now to full forward. Dawson, the big fellow at the back, can't take the mark. Burton. Oh, who said he lacked a yard? Cleared it well to the centre of the ground. Over the top, Tiller can't take the mark. Burke from the off hands. He's caught. He'll be caught holding the ball. And Roopena with a free kick right in the centre of the ground through McKenzie. McKenzie goes out wide, looking for a teammate. That was Hornhart. The clearing was O'Halloran. In finds Azzopardi on the left half forward flank. Oh, Dignan's loose in the centre. Azzopardi ignores it. Goes to the further up ground of the pocket, looking for Dawson. Dawson can't take the mark. Roberts there for Roopena, diving on the ball. Now Dawson with a hand pass to Schwarz. His kick is smothered. Good pressure stuff there by the Roos. Schwarz again slips over. Plenty of pressure applied, and we get a free kick for pushing the back to Schwarz. 5 frees to Central, 4 to the Roos. Schwarz, short pass to Dignan. Dignan's a danger player. Shoots for goal from 45 metres out. Looks pretty good from here. I think he's nudged it through. He has, so Dignan kicks his first goal. Central's go to 1-2, Roopena on 1-1. So Central's lead by 1 point, 11 minutes into the first quarter. Well, the bounce favours the Roos, but also favours Tiller. Tiller's kicked to centre half forward. Player there in front, Tester. I think we'll finally get the free kick for Burgoyne was impeding their tagging, we're not in possession. Chris Tester will take the free on half-back flank. So 1-2 to 1-1. Central's a point in front. Tester goes for a bit of a run there, kicks the ball up to the centre wing grandstand flank. Nigel Miller's in front of Byfield on this occasion. And Nigel Miller takes the mark. Spoiled though, kick was smothered, but picked up by Tunig, who's backing up well, kicks it up to the half-forward line. McCarthy, Hagi. McCarthy goes to ground with the ball. We'll see a bounce down on the right half forward flank. Craig Shearer dropping down from full-back. Burton covering the goals in the background. His umpire hand and bounces the ball. 37 was Stewie Hagi. Seemed to be impeded going for the ball. I think he'll get a free kick. Hagi is being tagged. So Stewie Hagi on half-back flank for the Roos. Hello, Burgoyne shaping up with Tester. There's a kick, goes to centre wing. At the back, mark taken there by Ben Kane. A hand pass to Burke. Burke into centre half forward over the top, Burton. At the back, Burgoyne. Tester, hand passes to player there coming through in Shearer. Shearer, the solid person Shearer, trying to pick the ball up, having a fit of the fumbles, but gets it over to Gobbett. Gets upended for his trouble to Shearer, but Roopena paddling the ball in front of him. Coming through there was a player there for Roopena, just going unsighted for the time being. It's very scrambly in the middle of the ground there as Simmons kicks at the half forward. Burgoyne at the back, read it well, can kick into the open goal square, boots it to goal, and I think he's put it through. So Burgoyne his second goal. Burgoyne kicks Central's second goal. They get a 2-2. In fact, Roopena on 1-1, 7 points of difference in favour of the Roosters at the 13.5 minute mark. Bounce down back in the centre. Free kick to way of David Gobbett by the look of it. David Gobbett from the centre of the ground. He put the Roopena into attack. There's his kick. Nice one, 2 to the half forward line. Huber in front. Can't take the mark over the back Byfield. Coming through Stanton. Stanton will go for the hand pass, looking there for Tooney, but Huber intercepts, taps it down to Taylor. Player there caught high with the tackle was Biles, and Biles will get a free kick in the half-back flank for Central. Goes short, looking for Schwarz. Schwarz a one-handed mark, now plays on quickly, goes inboard to the centre wing position. Dolling using the body well, and a nice diving mark being played to Gary Dolling. Gary Dolling, number 36. Here's his kick, a screw punt. It was a perfect kick to the centre half forward position, looking for Huber. Huber up high, can't take the mark. Hornart's there. Coming through there was Biles, gets a hand pass over to brother Greg. Biles goes long to the half-back flank position. McCarthy versus Gobbett. That's Trevor Gobbett. Can get a hand pass over there to a teammate and Hagi. His hand pass is blocked, gathers in again, goes for a bounce. Now straightens up, kicks it to the half-forward flank where he finds little forward. McKenzie drops what he should have taken, but recovers well with a hand pass to Taylor. Taylor goes this way, that away, then concedes ground with a pass to Byfeld. He's pushed after, he kicks it, and Taylor will get a free kick. So at the 15.5-minute mark, Taylor with a chance for Roopena to get within 1 point of Central's. At the moment they're 1-1 trailing 2-2. So a straight kick here will make them 2-1. There's Taylor. So not a very good kick off the side of the boot. In fact, it's out of bounds on the full. That's probably a little bit nervous. So Tiller with the free kick. There's his kick. Goes to the half-back flank. No one can take the mark. Trevor Gobbett trying to pick the ball up on that outer side half-forward line. The ball spills over line once again for the throw-in. So the difference 7 points at the 16-minute mark of the first quarter. Central's 2-2, Roopena 1-1. Tap down. Central's there leading for the race of the ball. That was Greg Biles, goes to centre wing. There was Dolling who made front position. Brereton in front of the pack, gathers the crumbs, kicks it back to the half-forward line. Tap down to the front of the pack again, gathered in by Hornhart. Short pass is found, number 17 and David Gobbett for the Roos. So David Gobbett just forward of centre. There's his kick, looking for the big fellow in Smith. Taylor at the front of the pack. Smith still going on with it, gathers in, taps it back towards Taylor. That was well done, Smith. Taylor's in all sorts of trouble, cleared by Rogan. Towards Tiller, in pursuit with Huber, or Tiller has an airy. Kane's in there to assist, but he's bundled over line for the throw-in from his opposite number and Andrew Brereton. So play still on that between the forward pocket and half-forward flank. Time ticking away in this first quarter, 70 minutes of play. There's a throw-in. It's tapped down to McCarthy. Now Biles with the ball. He kicks it almost to centre wing. He's gone out of bounds in the full. And the free kick will go the way of Gary Dolling on outer side centre wing. Gary Dolling, normally a long kick of the ball. This time he goes into centre half forward, looking for the big fellow Huber. He can't take the mark. Both teams working hard on the bottom of the pack to get the ball out, but we'll see a bounce down between centre and centre half forward. There's a bounce down, taken by Mark Burke. He goes to centre wing. No one can take the mark. McDonald, Burgoyne, the dangerous one. He's set upon very quickly. The loose ball to McCarthy. McCarthy tries a hand pass in the direction of Azzopardi. Back to McCarthy, to Burgoyne, but intercepting Tester. Tester's wearing Burgoyne like a glove, or trying to. There's his kick to the centre wing position. Schwarz has got two players to beat, does it well. Gets over towards Simmons, well done Schwarz, and Simmons is marked on half-forward flank. Simmons goes inboard, looking for and finding McCarthy. McCarthy dropped the mark that's been paid. Umpire Pringle's giving McCarthy the benefit of the doubt there, and says he held the ball long enough according to what I saw, and so McCarthy with a chance to score from about 35 to 40 metres out. Goes across looking for Dignan, who's unchecked, and Dignan's marked about 35 metres out from goal. That was bad checking by the Roo defence, allowing Dignan to be on his own there. So Steve Dignan in 35 metres kicks it on its way, puts through his second goal. Central's third, they get a 3-2, Roopena on 1-1. We've been playing 19 minutes in this first quarter. Central now leading by 13 points. Tapped down there by Tiller gives Burke the opportunity. Burke running the ball out of the centre. Goes for a short pass, but it's going to come unstuck, and the mark taken there by Craig Shearer in the full-back position. Goes out towards the half-back flank. 49 there was Jenner, and Jenner's been awarded the mark on half-back flank. Grant Jenner goes inboard into the centre of the ground and finds a big fellow McDonald. Mark McDonald casually puts boot to ball in the direction of Hornhart. Hornhart versus number 15 O'Halloran. Hornhart off the ground there towards Gobbett. Gobbett versus Azzopardi. Neither player can get the ball out, and we'll see a bounce down outer side centre wing. So 20 minutes of play in this first quarter. 3-2 plays 1-1. Central leading by 13 points. There's the bounce down. McDonald does he get it down towards his rover. Bowles hand passing overhead to Azzopardi. Now it's Hornhart. His loose hand pass is picked up by O'Halloran. His kick is smothered. Hornhart runs into a tackle and caught holding the ball. So Central through Darryl Biles. Go to the outer side centre wing looking for McCarthy. He's sport from behind, and we'll see a throw in the outer side of the ground. Crowd very large here today, in the vicinity of about 3,000. Come to witness here. Good game of footy. Fisted down towards Gobbett. Gobbett's kick to the half-forward flank. Brereton, a strong mark in front, can go on with the business. Using his pace, kicks in towards goal. He usually kicks these, and I think he's put this one through as well. Very accurate on the run is Brereton from any angle. Puts through his first goal. Roopena's second, much to the delight of the crowd, which is, I would say, barracking for Roopena today. They get a 2-1. Central's on 3-2. The difference is now 7 points. It was a beauty. On the run, on the angle. Put it through from about 35, 40 metres out. Back in the centre. Kenzie kicks a high one to the centre wing position. O'Halloran in front of a player there in Hornhart, and O'Halloran takes a good mark on the outer side centre wing position. 3-2 plays 2-1, 7 points of difference in favour of the Roosters. O'Halloran, his ungainly kicking action gives him up to the half-forward line. Up high there was McCarthy. That was a good mark. Went up before everyone else and caught it coming down. Dummies around the player. Now goes to ground. This trip, a free kick that's called play on. Kicks the ball in towards the full forward position. Taken there by Calder. His kick is smothered. Burgoyne. Now Tester, using the body well, goes for a long hand pass out there towards Byfield. Byfield's kick in towards player in McKenzie, and McKenzie's marked just back at the centre. He can go on with the business. Normally a long kick of McKenzie, no exception to centre half forward to Huber, but in front Tunig has outmarked him on this occasion. So Michael Tunig has the ball at the centre half back, goes towards Stanton. Up high was Byfield. Stanton held his ground well, goes for a hand pass now to Schwarz. Schwarz is going to be set upon by Brereton, but gets his hand pass away towards Miller. Miller's kick up to the half forward line, but Hagi's there for Roopena, and Hagi takes the timely mark on half back flank. Stewie Hagi, there's his kick, goes into the centre of the ground. Shearer can't take the mark. Burgoyne taps it down well to Simmons, over to Biles. Biles into full forward. Dawson made front position and marks. Judged it well to Dawson. Drifted in front of Burt at the last moment and took the mark overhead. He's only about 20, 25, not even that, 20 metres out from goal. As Biles comes off and as Dawson kicks a goal. So Dawson kicks his first goal. Central's kicked their fourth. They get a 4-2. The Roos on 2-1, and a change being made on the bench for Central. Kim Miller's on, and Darryl Biles is off, I should say. 4-2 plays 2-1, 13 points the difference again. Bouncing ball, favours Burke. Burke's caught well by Byfold and caught holding the ball. That was a brilliant tackle by Peter Byfold. And Peter Byfold now goes to the centre of the ground over the top. McDonald, the top mark. Mark McDonald in the centre of the ground, dummies around. Now kicks the ball high to the centre half forward position. Fisted away by O'Halloran. Oh, lucks of fortune for Smith. And also the little fellow there was called play on. That was McKenzie. Brereton again, the opportunist. Dummies over the shoulder, but I think he's missed on this occasion and puts it through for 1 point. So Brereton kicks one behind. He's kicked 1-1, his tally. 2-2 Roopena. 4-2 for the Central team, so the difference 12 points as we approach time on. In fact, 10 seconds into time on. Roosters by 12 points. 4-2 to 2-2. Rogan will kick in. Simmons provides the lead, but it's been ignored. Decides to go towards Tiller. Tiller used the body very well on that occasion. Put McDonald out of the road, and Tiller's taken the mark on half-back flank. Long low kick towards Shores. Shores gathers in on centre wing. Kicks it up to half forward, looking for Dignan. Coming through there, Hagi. Well done, Hagi. Now Azapati overruns the ball. Tester goes short and finds Taylor on centre wing. Taylor will go short and find Byfield. Over the top to McDonald. McDonald booms the kick to centre half forward. Huber's in front and Huber takes the mark. So the general, what's he going to do? I think he'll go long to the square. In fact, he's not without a chance from there, Huber. Here's his kick. Goes long and strong. It's not a bad kick. Is it going through? I think it might have even hit the post. And 1 point the result. Huber delights the crowd with his long kicking. The Roos go to 2-3. Roopena just 11 points behind Central now on 4-2. Rogan kicks in, goes short to Stanton. And he's marked on between the back pocket and the half-back flank. No one on the mark, so he decides to run a little bit extra. Kicks up towards centre wing, looking for Schwarz. Warren Taylor's there for Roopena. And the ball's over line for the throw-in. (4-2 to 2-3). Throw in. Centre wing, grandstand side. McDonald versus Tiller. Tiller the tap towards Schwarz. Schwarz with a quick hand pass over to Miller. Miller's kicking towards Roy Coulter. Burgoyne's in there as well. 32 was Shearer. Wearing Burgoyne like a glove. Both players going to ground, and we'll see a bounce down centre half forward for Central's into attack. There's a bounce down. Dawson doing the ruck work. Comes to McCarthy. To Azapati. Azapati to Dignan. Dignan's short pass has found Biles. So Greg Biles. Short pass looking for McCarthy and finds that player about 40 metres out from goal. Steve McCarthy. Ex-Torrens player. Hasn't kicked the scores yet this quarter, but with a chance from 40 metres out. Kick on its way, low trajectory kick. Dawson doing a bit of pushing and shoving. I think a free kick will go the way of Gary Burton. So Gar Burton on the last line of defence. 28-minute mark of the quarter. Here's his kick. It's a lot of metres, out to half back. Central player there in front was Biles. He goes to ground, picked up there by Perrott. A hand pass to Taylor was good play. Taylor's short chipping pass looking for Gobbett, and Gobbett's has been awarded the mark with a free kick. He's taken it on outer side centre wing. Runs around the player on the mark and Biles. Whoops, fouled after disposal. It'll be a free kick up the ground. And Robbie Brereton will be the recipient of that FAD. And Brereton's out on half forward flank. So another 15-metre penalty. This will bring Brereton within range. Brings him within 40 metres of goal. So Robert Brereton, youthful, 30 years of age. Kicked one beautiful goal early in this quarter. And there's a chance from 40 metres out. Kick on its way. I think it's coming back. He's very active in front of goals, this fellow. Kicks his second goal, Brereton. The Roos kick their third. They go to 3-3. Centrals are on 4-2. And the difference is now 5 points. Bounce down in the centre. Kenzie, in fact, does a ruck work. Goes to centre wing to Byfield. As a siren sounds, just as the Roopena were going into attack, so at quarter time, the scoreline being Centrals on 4-2, Roopena 3-3. Centrals have a slender 5-point lead at the short break. And we'll be back for the start of the second quarter. In quarter here at the Bennett Oval, just recapping, Central 4-2, Roopena 3-3, as McDonald gets a tap in the centre. Azapati, hand pass over the top there looking for McCarthy. He taps it further afield to Biles. Biles on the half forward flank, short pass to Simmons. And Simmons has taken the mark about 40 metres out from goal. Free kicks the first quarter, 10 to Roopena and 8 to Central. So Simmons, the star of last week's game against West, has a chance from about 45 to 50 metres out. So Johnny Simmons As his shot. He's going to just drop short. Dawson in front, and Dawson takes the mark. The big arms of Dawson prevailing on that occasion, but it will. He concedes ground, goes for a short pass towards Dignan. And Dignan's marked on the chest about 25 metres out from goal. Now Dignan's already kicked 2-1. Could easily make it 3-1 from there. As he puts it on its way, there's his kick. Umpire says straight through the middle. Dignan kicks his third goal. Central's kicked their fifth. They get a 5-2. The Roos are on 3-3. The difference now back to 11 points. 5-2 to 3-3. Donald tries to get it down to the 49 and Jenner. Perrott with the ball. He's dispossessed. Very scrambly passages of play in the centre. The umpire's got no option to bounce the ball down. That's umpire Pringle from the Adelaide panel, in charge of today's game, along with umpire Ron Hannon from the local board. Bounce down. Tiller and McDonald again. Tiller the tap. 49 was Jenner. Taylor trying to wrestle the ball off Burke. Once again we'll see a stalemate and a bounce down just forward of centre with Central's into attack. Tiller and McDonald again. McDonald the tap. No one can get the ball away. McDonald again trying to get it out towards Taylor. And once again a stalemate eventuates and another bounce down. So both teams trying it hard to get the ball out of the centre for the time being. Up high there looked like Byfield trying to tap that one down. Perrott. Players jumping on the ball again and umpire getting plenty of bouncing practice. The ball now is right back in the centre of the ground. Not a bad bounce. McDonald up high, taps it down. Andrew Brereton, the youngest player in the game, on the ground today. Stanton picks up to centre half forward Dignan. Dangerous player Dignan. Hand pass there over to Azzopardi. It wasn't a very good hand pass, but it sits for him pretty well. Another one over the top there to Nigel Miller. Miller can go long and strong to the goal square. Dawson the sandwich in front. Tapped through by Roopena and rushed through for one behind. So that behind is Central. They go to 5-3. Roopena on 3-3, so it's squared away at 2 goals of difference. There's a kick in by the fullback, Harry Hubert. Drops the mark, but can get a hand pass over there to Perrott. Perrott in turn another one over to Byfield. Byfield back towards Harry Hubert. Hubert with another hand pass over there to Brereton. Whoops, there's a fumbles. Tries to get over to McDonald. McDonald eventually picks the ball up. Back to Brereton. Gets around the player. Has a shot for goal. He hasn't kicked another one, has he? No, one behind. That would have been a freak goal from Brereton. So his tally's 2-2. And the Roos go to 3-4. The difference 11 points. Rogan to kick in. Goes to the outer side of the ground. There's a kick by Rogan. Player they're using the body well was Byfield. The free kick's been given away there to Miller. And the central wingman will take the kick on half-back flank. Number 16, Nigel Miller. Here's his kick. Goes over centre wing. Up high there was Gary Dolling. At the back, Taylor. Tries to worm his way out of trouble. Hits a high tackle. We'll get a free kick on Taylor. Who, of course, was polled very well in the Whyalla News medal. Over to the medalist in Huber. And the Generals got the ball on the other side, centre wing. Hubert goes for distance to centre half forward. Byfield at the back. A nice mark, Peter Byfield. And he's marked to centre half forward. Looks for Smith, who's let out from full forward. Can't take it, we'll have to bend it back in towards goal. Number 24, there's his shot for goal. It's not a bad looking one, he's put it through. A wonderful goal there from Smith, so Roopena kicked their 4th goal. They get a 4-4. Centrals are on 5-3, the difference 5 points, and what a goal from Smith, the full forward. It stemmed from Warren Taylor to Huber, and that was a very, very fine snap from the angle by the full forward Smith. The ball in front of him. He's back on it again, going for a hand pass. He's caught holding the ball, and a free kick that goes the way of Central. He was held by one arm, so he couldn't get the hand pass away. And the free kick goes the way of Central. There's a kick by Ben Kane, goes to centre half forward. Dolling fists the ball away. McCarthy, now Brereton, gets it over towards Play their number 49, Jenner, straight through their central player in Stanton. And eventually the ball's going to be bounced down on the centre wing position the other side of the ground. So 5-3 to 4-4. Central's in front by just 5 points. Huber grabs the ball out of the air, set upon by 3 players. Picked up there by Simmons. He's dispossessed of the ball. Body's going in very hard, and eventually we'll see another bounce down in the same position. Umpire Pringle. Free kicks, 11 to Roopena, 10 to Central. Tap down. Huber tries to get it over to teammate. Once again, we'll see a whistle on play and a bounce down, still on that centre wing position with the ball for the time being bottled up in that position. There's a bounce down again. Huber tries to get over to Perrott. And once again the stalemate, so nothing much happening in the centre of the ground. Both teams diving on the ball. It's rather like a game of rugby at the moment. It's both teams trying to gain the ascendancy. There's a bounce down. Again, tapped away. Andrew Brereton tries to get a hand pass over to a teammate. Stanton now gives it over to Nigel Miller. Miller's on centre wing. Kicks the ball up to half forward. Lovely kick. Hargey's there for Roopena. And he's been very strong in defence, Hargey, and takes a top mark over his head in opposition to McCarthy. Stewie Hargey goes to centre wing. Player there in front was Andrew Brereton. He's taken a mark on the outer side centre wing position. There's his kick. Goes into the centre of the ground this time, looking for Hornard, who hasn't been in play much, taken by Bowles, off hands to Burke. Burke, the strong, powerful player. There's his kick, goes to full forward with a long kick. I think it's going to be just offline and through for 1 point. So Burke's first tally of the afternoon. Centrals go to 5-4, Roopena on 4-4, so the difference now is 6 points. Kick in by Shearer. Tries to find Huber. Hornard. Although there's a fight on behind play. No, nothing in it. Hornard's with the ball now, gets it over towards Jenner. Jenner's kick up to the leading Smith in the forward pocket. Socket off the ground by Rogan. And a throw in on the half forward flank, in fact. There's Roopena into attack. So 5-4 plays 4-4. 6 points to diff. There's the throw in. Comes to ground. McKenzie's here for Roopena. It's went on the back. McKenzie will get a free kick, according to umpire Hannon. So Colin McKenzie on half forward flank. There's his kick. Goes into the almost a full forward over the top. Smith, the big mark. A wonderful mark by Smith. He had that all the way over the top. Had to sit behind the rest of the pack, and has taken a wonderful grab. Now, he was in the same position as he kicked the goal just a while ago, but of course he's not on the run this time. He's from a set position. A mark like that just certainly deserves a goal. That was an absolute ripper. So number 24, all eyes on that player, drills it through, squared up the score at 5-4 apiece at the 9.5 minute mark of the second quarter. Smith kicks his second goal. Second for the quarter, in fact, so Roopena go to 5-4, tied away with Centrals also on 5-4, 10 minutes into the second quarter. Dawson on the ball now against Huber. Huber does his own roving as well. Oh, does it beautifully, Huber. Kicks it to centre half forward. Up goes McDonald, tries to tap it down. Hornhart hasn't done much so far. He's got the ball in front of him now. Kenzie chips in, over the shoulder towards Taylor. Taylor and Tunig. Taylor gathers in, gets around Tunig. He's right on the point post. Hand passes over to Smith. Smith kicks as a shot for goal, goes straight in the air, but it's not going to make the distance. And eventually it's going to be bundled through. No, it's still in play. And we should see a bounce down. No, eventually forced through for rush behind to Roopena. Well, that gives the Roos the lead. They go to 5-5. Central's on 5-4, so Roopena hit the front for the first time in the game. Short pass there by Rogan has found Stanton. Stanton finds Kane. Kane can go on with the business now. Kicks the ball to centre wing looking for Burke. Burke can go over the top to a teammate and Azzopardi. Azzopardi on centre wing outside of the ground can go into centre half forward looking for Burgoyne. Can't take the mark, fisted away from that player. Showing plenty of pace was Hargey. Gets a hand pass over there towards Perrott. Perrott coming through now. Gets a hand pass over to Huber. Huber's in the centre of the ground. Gets around the player, goes straight through a player. Gets it over to Gobbett, who's loose on centre wing. Gobbett's got the ball. Whoops, gets around a player. Goes short, looking for and finds Hornard, I think it is. Hornart goes on with the business, puts boot to ball and puts it through. Just when I said Hornart hasn't done anything, what's he do? He puts the goal on the board. Yeah, what's going on here? He's going to give him another kick. Well, he's kicked the goal. He's giving him a free kick. Well, I guess if he misses this one, the crowd will absolutely boo the umpire. So Hornart from 15 metres out, he won't miss. He's put it through. So Hornart kicks his first goal. And Roopena go to 7-5. Or was that 6-5? No, they've already got the goal on the board. They go to 6-5. Central's on 5-4, the difference 7 points. And we've been playing for 12.5 minutes in this very interesting second quarter. Rouge leading by 7 points in the centre, taken by McCarthy, hand pass to Burke. Burke kicks long to centre half forward. In front was the big fellow Shearer, fists the ball away. Now it's Hagi, he's playing well on his half-back flank. Azzopardi with a chance, hooks it over the shoulder into the full forward area, and Burgoyne settled his ground and taken a strong mark. Well, that was a courageous mark by Burgoyne. He's marked it right in the square, Burgoyne. Now he's kicked 1-1 so far, and the goal here will make the difference just 1 point. So Burgoyne, I think he'll just run around here and put it through. At the last minute, he'll just run around. No, he's going to put it on its way. He's kicked the goal. And so Central's kicked their 6. They go to 6-4, Roopena 6-5, the difference 1 behind. Back in the centre again, Dawson and Huber, 2 biggest men on the ground. Burke to Simmons and turn to Nigel Miller, who loses the run on the ball but now regains it again. Goes short up to the half forward flank and finds Schwarz with a perfect foot pass. Schwarz plays on, kicks inboard to the centre half forward, looking for Dignan. Spore from behind by Jenner. Coming through was the little player Matt McKenzie. Kicks it back to the centre of the ground where young Brereton's there in opposition to Kane. Tapped away from that player. Kick is smothered. Picked up eventually by Dawson to Miller. Miller's kicking to the full forward area, finds Tiller. And Tiller's marked on his chest about 25 metres out from goal. So Johnny Tiller, about 20 metres out, kicks on its way, puts it through for a goal. So a couple of quick goals to Central. They get a 7-4, Roopena 6-5. Now the Roosters lead by 5 points, 15.5 minutes into the second quarter. Tap down, favours Burke, he's collected. Taylor will get a free for pushing the back. Azzopardi coming off the ground is bad news for Central. As Taylor kicks to centre half forward, a mark taken there by Biles. Azzopardi coming off, which looks to be like a leg injury. There's Biles, he goes short to Simmons, and Simmons is marked on centre wing. And the player that took Azzopardi's place is Bernardi, as Dignan's got the ball on the outer side of the ground. Well, hand pass is smothered. Socket off the ground there by Centrals. Picked up there, or trying to pick the ball up there was Dolling. Miller's into the back of Dolling, and Dolling will get a free kick. So Dolling gets it over to Huber. Huber's short pass to Andrew Brereton is perfect, and Brereton's marked in the centre of the ground. Plays on quickly, goes out there to the lead of Hornart. Hornart versus O'Halloran, or bad bounce against Hornart. O'Halloran's hand pass to Biles is good. Biles has kicked the centre wing, has found Schwarz. Schwarz has got 5 or 6 metres in front of his opponent. Kicks it, whoops, slips over as he kicks it towards Burgoyne. Tester tries to get a left foot kick away. On it again is Tester. To Perrott, too far for that player. Schwarz has passed to Bernardi. Spore from behind by Burton. Gathered in by Hagi. Hagi now breaks the tackle. Kicks the ball to centre wing. He's dispossessed after he kicks it. Simmons versus Gobbett. Neither player can mark it. Comes out, or a player falling over there was David Gobbett. It looked like he slipped, but a free kick's going to that player for a push or a high tackle. So David Gobbett with a free kick just back at the centre wing. So David Gobbett goes inboard almost into the centre of the ground. In front was Brereton, he's been paid the mark. Cool play on. Kenzie got a high tackle, went to ground. Roopena lost the initiative there. O'Halloran appeared to throw that ball away. The ball's going to go out of play. No, Simmons keeping it in play. Goes for a hand pass over to Schwarz. Schwarz has got the ball on the half-forward flank. He's tackled very well by Brereton. In fact, Brereton is tackled when in possession. No, holding the ball, according to the umpire. And so the player is back to the umpire, but it's still a free kick to Schwarz. His pass is perfect to Dignan. And Dignan's marked, kicks it in over the other side of the ground and finds McCarthy. Now the scoreboard's gone amiss. They've got Roopena for 7 goals, but it should only be 6. It should be 6-5, not 7-5. Now McCarthy lining up from 40 metres out, puts it on its way and has put it through for one behind. McCarthy's first score. Central go to 7-5. Roopena on 6-5, the difference 6 points. Despite the scoreboard showing 7-5 apiece. As we wait for Shearer to kick the ball in. There's his kick. Nice one too. Almost to centre wing. Mark there to Jenner. Hand pass and a flash to Gobbett. Gobbett short pass through the field there looking for player in Hornhart. He gathers in, is tackled, gets rid of it. Still called play on. Goes for a hand pass to Brereton. That's Andrew Brereton. He's kicking the full forward looking for Smith. Over the back is McKenzie. McKenzie runs into the open goal, puts it on its way. McKenzie kicks his second goal and the scores are all tied up at the 19.5 minute mark, 7-5 apiece. And top play there first of all from Hornhart. He got over to a teammate and Brereton got it over to McKenzie. McKenzie ran into the open goal and put his second goal and his team's 7th on the board. Now Stanton's coming off with an injury and Kim Miller's coming on, so Central in a bit of trouble at the moment with injuries. So the Roos kick their 7th and the scores are tied away. Bounce down. Little player over and running the ball there. Burke picks it up in the centre. He's going to be tackled. Ford holding the ball and the free goes away of Byfield. Peter Byfield. 15-metre penalty. This brings... Is it going to be Gobbett or Byfield? No, Gobbett's going to take the kick. Byfield a little bit groggy. So there's Gobbett. Goes to centre half forward. Dawson trying to make front position. Sport away from O'Halloran. It's all Central in the front of the pack. Miller kicks into the man Brereton. That was well done. Brereton tries to get out to brother Robert, who tries to soccer off the ground. And we'll see another bounce down centre half forward. 7-5 apiece. No, free kick goes the way of Kim Miller. Didn't see what that was for. Kim Miller goes to centre wing. Dolling versus Dignan. Fisted away by Dolling, but straight to O'Halloran. O'Halloran hand pass back to Dolling. Dolling back to Gobbett. Gobbett's on centre wing. He can put the Roos into attack. Up towards the big fellow McKenzie. He needs support. Toonig is caught but gets his kick away to Dawson. And Dawson marks the centre half back. Feeds a hand pass to a player going through in Toonig. Oh, he stopped, loses the ball. Brereton was tagged with not a possession, and what an error there by Toonig. And Roopena with a chance with a free kick, or was it going the other way? No, he's reversed his decision. It's going the other way to Toonig. I thought he'd muffed it up, but not so according to the umpire. Now Toonig goes out wide to O'Halloran, who's marked on the half-back flank grandstand side. Short pass to Dignan. And a high tackle to Dolling. And Dignan with a free kick. Dolling was ready to go on with it. Bit of a character to Dolling. Bowles running in there to offer a few words of wisdom. There's a kick by Dignan. The half-forward line. Dolling over the top, takes a good mark. And I'm sure he's enjoying that against Biles. There's Dolling's kick into the centre. Has found Robert Head. Head can get a hand pass over to Perrott. Perrott with another hand pass back to Taylor this time. Taylor's caught. He's in trouble, needs support. None forthcoming. And we'll see a bounce, no, a tag or a high tackle on Schwarz. And a free kick to Central player. So 7-5 apiece. Kick by Schwarz to the lead of Burgoyne, and Burgoyne's marked on the chest at half forward left. Joey Burgoyne has kicked 2-1, but he won't kick anything from there. He's too far out. Kicks a high one into centre half forward. This will give Tiller the big leap from behind. Up he goes. Can't take the mark. Comes to the ground. Burton does it well. Gets a hand pass to Tester. Tester another hand pass to Taylor. Taylor there, goes for a short one, looking for Hornhart. It's too far for Hornhart. Before he can trap it, the ball runs over line for throw in. So, throw in on centre wing, grandstand side. 23.5 minutes of play in this very exciting second quarter. Dawson and McDonald. Tunig. Oh, Gobbett stole it away from the pack. Now goes for a hand pass, but that's smothered by Tunig. Tunig's on the left boot. Kicks it towards Burke, who'll mark on his chest at centre wing. Gives it over to Bowles with a hand pass. Bowles is kick up to the half-forward line. And what's going on behind the play? McDonald versus Bowles. No, I'd want to be backing at this stage. So free after disposal to Bernardi. Bernardi kicks it into the centre half-forward position. Tackle on Burgoyne. Holding the ball. No, tackle, we're not in possession. And Burgoyne with a free kick. So Burgoyne.
Would Dr. Clovier please report to the Secretary's office? Dr. Clovier to the Secretary's office, please.
Burgoyne goes short. Oh, it's a very casual kick to Bernardi. It's going to come unstuck, Burton. Coming out of the pack there was McKenzie. McKenzie kicks it in the centre of the ground and almost finds play there in Hornhart. Fisted away there by Biles. This gives the run of the ball to Head. Head gets a quick left foot kick to the ball, back to Biles again. He's on centre wing. Turns out of trouble. Kicks it back to the centre wing position. Tries to find a teammate. What's going on? Relayed free, is it? No, push against Roopena and a free kick to Biles. So that's Darryl Biles on half-back flank now. There's his kick. Goes to centre wing, looking for the big fellow Dawson. No one can take the mark. Hits the ground, no one's there. But shark well by Robbie Head. His short passes find Brereton. Brereton goes inboard to Robbie Head. That wasn't Head before, but he's there now. Biles has got the ball. Tries to go off with it. Goes short and finds a player there, number 16 for Central's in Miller. Miller's kick goes out wide towards Tunig. He's on centre wing. He's going to be met by Perrott. Met very hard and very high. And a free kick against him. And what's going on? Free kick to Tunig, I'd imagine. So Tunig on centre wing. Kicks it into centre half forward. Up they go. No one can take the mark. Huber at the back. Tries to trap the ball. Scouting it well was Tester. Tester clears the outer side of the ground looking for Brereton. He's got to do business against Dawson. The ball beats both players over line for throw-in. So 26 minutes play in the second quarter. A minute of time on and the score's still tied away at 7-5 each. There's a throw-in taken by Dawson. He gets around to play. Now goes for a hand pass to Biles. Biles who's running into the forward lines, kicks it up long, looking for McCarthy, and McCarthy's marked about 35 metres out from goal. Steve McCarthy has booted one behind so far in the game. Straight kick here will give Central the lead, or even a point will. There's his shot. He's going to go through, I think. It is. McCarthy kicks his first goal, so Central's get their fourth for the quarter. They're 8 for the game. They've got 8 goal 5. The Roos are on 7-5, so it's the Roosters by 6 points. Centre again. Gobbett, David Gobbett, kicks the ball up the centre half forward. Tunig versus Huber. Tap down, all well done Huber. To Smith, to Taylor. Taylor puts boot to ball and puts it through. Well done Harry Huber. Extremely well done. Huber, Smith and Taylor combining extremely well there. Taylor kicks his first goal. And so the fifth for the Roos for the quarter. They're 8 for the game. They get 8-5 and scores are all tied up once again at 8-5 apiece. And we've been playing almost 28 minutes into the quarter. Well done by Huber then, Jesus. Brilliant play. Yeah. Awesome, McDonald the tap. Andrew Brereton's there. Emerging with the ball though was Miller. Miller's kicked to centre half forward. Taken by Tester, who's playing pretty well. There's his kick. Goes long and strong to the outer side of the ground and finds a teammate on the chest, and that player for those Robbie Head. Head. There's his kick. Goes to the half forward flank. Dennis Smith. Can't take the mark. He's got plenty of time to recover. Over the shoulder to Brereton. Brereton drops a mark. Should have dropped that one, Robbie Bear. Free kick against him. and lucky not to be 15 metres. So Central's emerging with a free kick through Darryl Biles. Shouldn't have dropped that mark, Bob Brereton, but the pressure was on him, I guess. Oh, kick straight to McKenzie. McKenzie lines up, and I think he's popped it through for one behind. So the Roos take the lead. So Roopena, they hit the lead, they got 8-6. Central's are on 8-5, the difference one behind. Kick in by Rogan, goes towards Biles and Gobbett over the top. Got into the back of Biles, and Biles will get a free kick. Greg Biles with the free. There's his kick. 29 minutes have gone. Hornhart in front. McDonald at the back. Dolling. Hello, there's a bit of fisticuff on behind the plate. Two number 32s having a bit of a few words to say to each other. And we see a bounce down right in front of us here on centre wing grandstand side. Dawson taps it well to O'Halloran. O'Halloran's kick in the direction of Tester and Burgoyne. Picked up by Dolling. Dolling with a good hand pass over there to play their number 49 in Jenner. Jenner picks it up, sidesteps. All goes straight through Simmons. His short pass here looking for Smith. Up he goes, he can't take it. At the back is Tunig and Plather and Hubert. Tunig clears to the outer side of the ground where Brereton's there. He can get a short pass over to Taylor. No, decides to chance his luck. Gets it over to Head. Head's in trouble. Back to Brereton. Brereton steadies. Goes for a short pass and finds McKenzie. That was well done, Brereton. Stayed cool, didn't panic, and found McKenzie about 40 metres out from goal. So a goal here will be handy, just almost on siren time. There's McKenzie's kick. Oh, it looks pretty good from here, McKenzie. Colin McKenzie kicks his third goal. The Queen's kick their 6 for the quarter. They go to 9-6. Central's on 8-5. It's the Roos by 7 points, 30.5 minutes into the second quarter. Bounce back in the centre, must be almost on siren time. McDonald has a fresh air shot, tries to fist it away. It's taken by Tester though. Tester can feed Gobbett with a hand pass. Gobbett's got the ball on centre wing, goes straight through. Cool play on, picked up by Burgoyne, tackled well, and caught holding the ball. Top tackle by Brereton, 15 metres. Brereton goes on with it quickly and finds player there in Hornhart. Hornhart's marked about 35 metres out. Siren sound, so important shot for goal by Hornhart. He can kick his team 13 points clear with a straight kick. Kick on its way, he's found his foot, puts it through. And so the Roos kick their 7th for the quarter through Hornhart, who kicks his 2nd for the quarter. So the half-time scoreline, Roopena leading 10-6, Roopena leading 10-6. Should that be 11-6? 10-6. 10-6 Roopena. Central's are on 8-5. The difference at half-time. Third quarter here at the Bennett Oval with Roopena leading by 19 points, 11-6 to 8-5. McDonald gets the thump away, tries to get the end of McKenzie. Taken by Biles. Biles has kicked the centre half forward. Dolling making front position and looks like an FAD. Free kick up the ground towards Digman. So Central the first free. There's his Kigney's kick. Up there looking for McCarthy. Coming through Burton was well done. Tester onto the boot. Kicks it out to the half-back flank where Gobbett leads in the race to the ball against Biles. Gobbett now trying to pick the ball up, but the ball slips through the fingers and over the line for throw-in. Just recapping the free kicks. Roopena 18 for the first half, 21 to Central. So they've certainly been dishing them out left, right and centre here today. There's a throw-in. Tester comes over the top, taps it down, looking for a teammate, but once again the ball's run over the line for a throw-in. So the ground really bathed in sunshine, no clouds whatsoever. It's really turned into a perfect day. Not much breeze. There's the throw-in. Dawson gets it down to Simmons, to Burke. Burke to Bernardi. Bernardi's kicked the full forward. Hargey's there, so too Coulter. Coming through though was Perrott. Picked up by Schwarz. His kick is smothered. Burgoyne tries, or bounces off Hargey. A high tackle against, is it against Hargey, I think. We'll go to Burgoyne. He'll have a chop for goal from 35 metres out from goal. So Joe Burgon has kicked 2-1. Straight kick here will make it 13 points of difference. So Burgoyne taking plenty of time, deliberating over the shot for goal. All eyes are on this player. There's his shot for goal. Umpire goes to the left, and he's missed through for the minor score. So Burgoyne's tally 2 goals 2. The Central's going to 8-6. Roos on 11-6, so it's exactly 3 goal different. Kicked in there by Shearer. Has found Dolling. Dolling clears the centre wing of the booming 60-metre drop punt kick, but only so far as John Simmons, who's marked on the chest on the centre wing. Goes in short looking for Dignan, finds that player. Dignan goes short again to Bernardi. Bernardi's marked in front of Burton. About 15 metres out from goal. Too far out to score. Kicking into a slight breeze. Bernardi goes short again. Although there's a wrestle on at centre half forward as McCarthy marks in the pocket. It's like Jenner and also Dignan having a bit of a wrestle there as McCarthy has kicked 1-1 so far. He's got a chance from about 40 metres out. Kick by McCarthy. Goes off the side of the boot. And in fact has hit the post in doing so. So McCarthy contribution 1-2. And the difference now 17 points. The Sentinel got 8-7. Roopena on 11-6. The Shearer kicks in the game. Goes straight down almost to the centre of the ground. Up high was Taylor. At the back, nice mark taken by Ben Kane. So Ben Kane, just forward of centre, picks it over centre half forward, looking for the big fellow Dawson who made front position. And the tall arms of Dawson went out on this occasion, and he's marked about 30 metres out from goal. So Peter Dawson has kicked 1 goal so far. Normally kicks these goals. Shoots again and has put it through for a goal. Second goal to Dawson. Central's 9th for the game. They go to 9-7. Roopena 11-6, the difference 11 points. And we've been playing for 4 minutes in this third quarter. Back in the centre. Bad bounce will be recalled by umpire Hannon. So McDonald having a rest. And Byfield goes to the forward pocket. So 9-7 to 11-6. Centrals have kicked 1-2 the first opening 5 minutes of the quarter. Roopena haven't replied as yet. Huber versus Tiller. Huber the big fist away to Brereton. Brereton a flash over to Gobbett. Gobbett's kicked the full forward. Smith and also Rogan. Brereton made the good position. He's caught. Loses the ball. Cleared by a player there for Central out on the full. I think that was trying to pick that player up. Might have been Stanton, I think it is. And the free kick will go the way. Roopena player way there on the boundary line. I think it's Robert Brereton again. So Brereton goes across towards Huber. And the big Huber's taken the mark. His opposite number, Burke, is far too small. And Huber's taken the mark right on the 50-metre line. So Huber shoots for goal. And I think he's put it through. No, he was offline and through for the minor score. Just waved it away at the last minute, so Huber's kicked it behind. The Roos go to 11-7. Central 9-7, 12 points of difference. The kick into McCarthy. Oh, it's a hard one for him. Roberts on the bottom of that scuffle, and we'll see a bounce down between the half-forward flank and forward pocket. There's the bounce down. Up they go, Tiller. Tuning it was who got the fist away. Coming through there, Simmons, and he paddles the ball over line for throw-in. So still 11-7 to 9-7, 12 points in favour of the Roos. They led by 19 at half-time. There's a throw-in. No one can get the decisive tap out. We'll see another bounce down the half-forward left. Bad news, of course, for Central when Azapati came off. Huber down to Gobbett. Gobbett into full forward. Up they go, no one can take the mark. Miller gets a hand pass over to Stanton. He's going to be set upon by McKenzie. But he gets his kick away. McKenzie now leads in the race to the ball. O'Halloran's on his hammer. Can he pick it up, McKenzie? O'Halloran dives on the ball. That was well done. And in fact gets a free kick for his endeavour for a push in the back. O'Halloran plays on quickly. Gets his kick away up to the centre wing position. And the mark's been paid there to Central player Biles, who no doubt will be getting plenty of curry on that outer side of the ground. There's his kick. It's a high one. Burgoyne's there. So too was Tester. Tester's been playing pretty close to Burgoyne. Burgoyne's kicked 2-2, but Tester's done some good work for the Roos as well. They've had a fairly good battle on that half forward, half back flank. Here's a throw in. Huber and ruck for Roopena. Taps it down to McKenzie. No one can get that ball out of that pack, and we'll see another bounce down. So still a margin, 12 points in favour of the Roos. Playing in their first ever grand final. There's a bounce down. Ball favours Burke. Burke gets it over to McCarthy. Now they lose it. The Roopena player was tagged when not in possession. And they'll get a free kick on half-back flank. That player, I think, is Robert Brereton, what I'll give him. There's his kick. Goes into the Huber direction, over the top. A nice mark taken by Tunig. A hand pass to McCarthy. McCarthy transfers play to centre half forward. Oops, drop mark there to Calder. He hasn't done much today. Stuart Haig at the back. He's done pretty well. Hello, and what's going on? Free kick behind the play. We'll go towards Perrott. Perrott and Calder. Dignan's telling Calder to get off and get on with the business. As Perrott goes short and finds Robert Head. So a bit of frustration from young Calder. He hasn't been able to get into the game at all. Kicked ahead towards Brereton. Oh, almost a mark to Andrew Brereton. Couldn't quite get on the second grab. And we'll see a throw in on the grandstand centre wing. Huber versus Tiller. Harry Huber gets it down to Gobbett. Gobbett gets it over to player there in Jenner, but it's been deemed a throw by the umpire. And so free kick goes the way of Centrals. Nigel Miller. Miller, short pass to McCarthy. McCarthy's got the ball between centre wing and half forward. Goes in towards Dignan. That was well executed, and the mark taken by Dignan between centre and centre half forward. He'll be looking for the big arms of Dawson upfield. There's his kick. Oh, it's very well ill-directed, and the mark taken by Chris Tester. Tester plays on quickly, goes to centre wing again, looking for Andrew Brereton. He can't mark the ball. At the back was Tunig. Tunig's got the ball just inside of play, goes for a hand pass to Tiller. Tiller gets around Taylor, goes for a bounce. Now settles, kicks the ball up to half forward, looking for Dawson. Over the top was player there in number 33, Shearer. Cleared by Gobbett towards Head. Head almost takes a one-hander, can use a hand pass over the top to Hornart. Roopena on the marks now. Hornart has a bounce. Can have a shot for goal from 40 metres out. Looks pretty good from here. He's put it through. Hornart kicks his fourth goal and the crowd goes absolutely berserk. Hornart kicks his fourth goal. Roopena kick their 12th. They go to 12-7. 18 points the better of Central on 9-7. We've been playing 10.5 minutes in this third quarter. Roopena have now got that 18-point lead again. Tapped down by Huber. Tries to get over to Brereton. Coming through Huber again with good endeavour. He's filled after he kicks it. Goes towards Taylor. Taylor's got the bouncing ball. Can tap it in front of him or loses his footing. Tries to get over to a teammate. He's dispossessed. Picked up by Hornart. Hand pass to McKenzie. McKenzie can straighten up and shoot it for goal and put it through. Puts it through for his, fourth goal, McKenzie. The little champ's put through his fourth goal, so Roopena got a bit of a run on here. They get a 14-7. They go to lead at 24 points. Central's on 9-7. And we've been playing for 11.5 minutes in this third quarter, and gee, the crowd really getting stirred up now. And Roopena can sense a bit of a run on now. And they go to a 4-goal lead. Still on. So Roopena, inspired by the general, go to a 4-goal lead. Tap over to McCarthy. He's dumped after he tried to grab the ball, but he was pushed in the back, and a free kick goes towards the Rover and McCarthy. Number 32 kicks the ball up to half forward. No one can take the mark. At the back, Burgoyne looking dangerous. Gets boots the ball, puts it on its way, and I think he's put it through. You don't give this guy too many opportunities. so much to the disappointment of the crowd. Seemed to be a pro Roopena crowd here today. Burgoyne's put his 3rd goal on the board. So Central's kicked their 10th. They go to 10-7. Roopena 13-7. The difference 18 points. Still on. Back to 18 points. Huber in the centre. Gets a high tackle. Must get a free kick, Harry Huber. And the general, as they call him down Ruland, has got the ball right in the centre of the ground. His kick goes to centre half forward with a long kick. Smith, the meat and the sandwich, can't take the mark. Or a fresh air shot there by a Central player. Tapped down there by Hornart looking for Brereton. There's McKenzie, the dangerous one. Gets it over to Andrew Brereton. He shoots over there looking for brother Robert. Has he found it? No, he hasn't found its mark. He's caught, pulled off the ball. Called play on. Taylor's in there for Roopena. And the ball's eventually over the line for throw in. As we're going to see a change for Roopena. Bronte Hunt coming on and Tester coming off. There's the throw in. It's tapped down. Trying to burst his way through was Andrew Brereton. Once again the ball over the line for a throw in. So Tester's off the ground and Bronte Hunt on. There's a throw in. It's tapped down, taken by Kane. Here goes to the half-back flank. Trying to make front position there was Gobbett. Hand pass coming in there towards Huber. Whoops. Biles gets a short distance kick away, but goes straight towards Bronte Hunt. He's having trouble picking it up. Needs the support. Gets it from number 49 in Jenner. All back to player there, number 17 in Gobbett. Whoops. Another player there bundled out the road. Hard to pick up from here. Eventually the loose ball to Schwarz. A couple of players have gone down behind the play. Looks like Simmons and also Brereton, but on their feet now. And eventually I think it's a free kick. Was it out there, Larry? Missed that one. Free kick to Central through Schwarz. As his kick goes to centre wing. Huber up, and Huber the big mark. This fellow is an absolute champion. There's his kick goes in the centre looking for Robert Head. The experience of this player has been very valuable today, Robbie Head. He's marked just forward of centre. He put the Roos into attack. There's his kick. Goes towards the leading Smith. Oh, great mark, Smith. He's in front of 2 players in, and a very strong mark by that player, number 24. And Dennis Smith has kicked 2 goals. And he may be a little bit too far. He's about 50 metres out from goal, but let's see how he goes. Here's his kick. He's got plenty of distance. Is he too far out? That's a booming kick. Very nonchalant. Geez, he made a liar of me. That was a booming kick from Dennis Smith. That's his 3rd goal. And so Roos kicked their 14th goal. They get a 14-7, 24 points in front of Central on 10-7. And what a goal by Dennis Smith. That should surely lift the Roopena team. A fantastic goal. It was all of 55 metres. So we're back in the centre again. 4-goal lead to Roopena. Can they maintain this? 15.5 minutes have gone in the quarter. They look pretty well fired up at the stage. Central's a little bit battle shocked at the moment. Dawson taps it down to his rover. That was in fact Roopena's rover, McKenzie, coming through O'Halloran. The crumbs go to Hornart. A hand pass over there to Huber. Huber lines up from 40 metres. This isn't a bad kick from Huber. I think he's got it through. Well, the crowd tells the story. A fantastic goal by the general. That's going to lift them even further. So Roopena kicked their 4th for the quarter. They go to 15-7. They've got 5 goals in a hurry again on Central. They're on 10-7. We've been playing 16.5 minutes into the quarter. And by dear, inspiring stuff by the Whyalla News 1986 medalist, Harry Huber. That's his 1st goal, but what a beauty. That should really lift the rest of the team. They go to a 30-point lead in this all-important 3rd quarter. Back in the centre again. Huber tries to knock it forward again. Picked up though by McCarthy. McCarthy's got the ball, kicks it up to centre half forward, looking for Tiller. The Roopena defence is firm. Burke drops the ball, appeared to anyway. Coming through there was the full-back in Shearer. But he goes to the ground with the ball, and we'll see a bounce down between centre half forward and full forward. Bounce down. Dolling in fact does the ruck work and gives a free kick away in the process. A high tackle against Dolling will go to Tiller. So Central through Tiller, about 40 metres out. There's his shot. He's going across the face, but I think he's snuck in. He has, so Tiller kicks the goal. Kicks his second goal. Central's kicked the 11th. They got 11-7. Boos coming from the crowd. You can see they're barracking for Roopena 15-7. The difference back to 24 points in favour of the Roopena team. Hannon, another bad bounce, taken by Dawson. Now it's taken by McCarthy. Central's into attack again to the half-forward line. Play there was Hagi in front. 9 is Schwarz. Tries to kick it over the shoulder. Here Hagi's defending well. Very well done, Stewie Hagi. Bends one to the centre of the ground. Dawson's there. And he's marked on his chest in the centre. In opposition to Andrew Brereton. Dawson goes on that left foot again, looking for Dignan. And Dignan's marked on half-forward left. Dignan goes short again. Simmons, he's made the space at centre half-forward. The mark's about 50 metres out from goal. 19 minutes of play, short pass by Simmons to Burgoyne. 15 metres against Ronnie Hunt. I don't think it was really intentional. So this brings Burgoyne about 25 metres out. Centrals are coming back. They were down 30, they could be down 18 with a straight kick here. Burgoyne's kick 3-goal-2. Let's make that 4-goal-2, puts it through. So Central kick their fourth for the quarter, they get a 12-7. The Roos are on 15-7. The difference back to 18 points. And we've been playing for 19 and a half minutes in this third quarter. Bounce back in the centre through umpire Pringle and McDonald, who's back on the ground again. It's tapped by Dawson to Burgoyne. Burgoyne's kicked towards Simmons. Simmons starting to come in the game a little bit for Central's marked on the half-forward left. Left puts it back towards McCarthy. McCarthy's marked on the chest on between half-forward and the forward pocket. About 35 metres out from goal. So Central's coming back strongly at Roopena. They were 5-goal down about 10 minutes ago. They're only 18 down now, and the straight kick here will make it 12 points. There's a kick by McCarthy. He's astray this time, McCarthy. He's put it through one behind. He's kicked 1-3, so he's been inaccurate in front of goal. So Centrals go to 12-goals-8. 17 points behind the Roos on 15-7. Kick in there by Shearer. Almost to the centre of the ground. Coming through was Andrew Brereton. 49 was Grant Jenner. And eventually the bounce down at between centre and half-forward with Centrals into attack. Bounce down by umpire Pringle. Perrott does the ruck work. McKenzie tries to burst his way through the pack. He's caught with the ball. And we'll see another bounce down in a similar position as the last time. 15-7 to 12-8 that should be by Central. The difference 17 points. We've been playing for 21 minutes in this third quarter. Another bad bounce by the umpire, not recalled. Picked up by Nigel Miller on his centre wing. Bends it back towards the half-forward flank where McCarthy's there. In pursuit is Perrott. Taps it back over the shoulder, McCarthy. That was cleverly done. Dolling's coming through. Had him lined up from a long way away. Stuart Hagi keeping the ball in front of him. Trapped by McKenzie. Goes to the ground with a push. Caught holding the balls with the umpire. And a free kick the way of Centrals. And Roy Calder, one of his few kicks for the day. Kicks it up to the centre half forward position. Tiller in front. Taken by Dolling. The wrestling match by Dolling. And we'll see a bounce down. There's the bounce down. Tiller and McDonald. McDonald the tap. 49 is Jenner. Gets it over there to a teammate. All coming through Burgoyne. He's caught. Dispossessed of the ball. Burton to Gobbett. Gobbett into the centre of the ground. Kane. Kicks it off the ground towards Burke. Burke dummies a hand pass. Did it extremely well, Burke. Now kicks along to the square, but it's all Roopena. It's going to be marked there by Shearer on the last line of defence. So Central doing most of the attacking. The Roopena back line holding up fairly well. There's a kick by Shearer. He shouldn't kick it to the height of Dawson. And Dawson's marked at the back of McDonald about 60 metres out from goal. There's his kick. Going in towards Tiller. Tiller takes a strong grab I should say, about 40 metres out from goal. Now Central's making a very spirited comeback. They were 5-goal down early in this quarter. Straight kick here from Tiller. Now it's going to the left. Up they go, almost to mark to Burton. The ball's over line for a throw in. So it's 23-minute mark of the quarter. 15-7 plays 12-8. The difference 17 points in favour of the Roos. Throw in left forward pocket. Tiller versus McDonald. Comes towards Coulter. Coulter snaps towards goal. In fact, has hit the post. And 1 point the result. So the difference 16 points. Centrals go to 12-9. The Roos are on 15-7. Kick in by Shearer. Goes to centre wing almost. 2 players up. Nigel Miller will be paid the mark. Now over the shoulder to Miller. Free kick. Getting plenty of frees, Central. 9-3 in this quarter so far. There's a kick by Miller towards Dignan. And Van in front must be paid the mark. And that's Gary Dolling. Gary Dolling's marked at centre half back. Goes out to the centre wing position looking for Robbie Head, who's made the lead. And Head's marked on his chest between half back flank and centre wing. Robbie Head tries to get around the play on the mark, paid the penalty, was tagged, and the free kick goes away from Central for holding the ball. That player's O'Halloran. There's his kick, goes in towards Simmons over the top. Dolling, a timely mark. Hand pass quickly to play there in Stewie Hargie. He's played well today. There's his kick to the half-forward line, looking for the Harry Huber. Huber versus number 20. That was Tunig. Player there going to ground was Nigel Millen. Was here bounced down at half-forward left with Roopena in Ropena's attacking zone. The scoreboard should be 12-9, not 12-8. 12-9 to 15-7. Dawson up high, gets it over to Burke. Nigel Miller tries the hand pass to Schwarz. He's going to be met. Caught holding. No, high tackle will go the way of Central. Well, they're getting a lot of free kicks this quarter. Whether they're there or not's another thing. So Schwarz kicks a high one, doesn't gain much distance. Rupena's in front for McDonald. At the back, Bronny Hunt. No, free kick will go the way of Roopena. Umpire Pringle, ruling in favour of the Roo Ruckman. There's McDonald. It's a shocking kick off the side of the boot. Up goes number 49 there in Jenner. Trevor Gobbett. Biles into Vans. He's going to be set upon. No, suckers off the ground. Burton chances his arm. Should have got a free kick there. Brereton's there for Roopena. He's got 2 players to contend with. One of them's player there, Bernardi. Short passes to McCarthy. McCarthy plays on, gets it back to Bernardi. Bernardi from 50 metres out has a long shot in towards goal. Tiller over the top, Bronny Hunt. Tiller marks. Has been played. So Tiller's marked about 15 metres out, but on a very tight angle. Tiller looking to play on. He goes short and finds Dignan. Concedes ground by about 15 metres, but Steve Dignan, number 37, has kicked 3-1 today. He's about 40 metres out, 35 to 40. Kick on its way. Umpire going to the right, but I think he's put it through. He has. So Dignan kicks his 4th goal. Central's kicked their 5th for the quarter. They go to 13-9. Roopena on 15-7. The difference 10 points. And we've been playing for 26.5 minutes in this last quarter. Back in the centre, Byfield on and McDonald off. Dawson tries to get the tap. Nigel Miller coming through there. Taylor gets it over to Head. Head with a hand pass to Perrott. Perrott's kick towards Huber. Huber will mark at centre wing. Plays on quickly. He's got plenty of players further afield. Goes for a long hand pass here to Byfield. Byfield's caught. Shrugs a tackle. Now goes in towards Smith. Goes into the full forward area. Stanton's there. Oh, he drops a mark. Can he regain control? He does. Jams the ball on the left boot and finds Bowles at a half-back flank. Bowles steadies. Oh, it's a shocking kick. Goes towards the safety of the boundary line. I think he planned to do that, although Gobbett's going to pick it up just before it goes out. Hand pass by Gobbett. Player, though, is caught holding the ball and Bowles with a free kick. So 13-9 plays 15-7, 10 points the difference. It's been a good comeback by Central. Only 10 points down. They were 30 down early in this quarter. So they made a good comeback. Short pass to Burgoyne. Burgoyne goes inboard looking for Ben Kane, who's marked in the centre of the ground. McCarthy's loose on half forward. Gee, that's loose play by Roopena. McCarthy's got the ball on half forward flank. gets around the player, straightens up, shoots for goal, but kicks it straight towards the full back. It's going to go over his head and out of play. 28 minutes of play. And McCarthy disappointed with himself there. Saw an opportunity to go begging. So 39 to 15-7, still 10 points of difference. Huber in ruck against Tiller. Huber grabs it out of the air, gives it over to Hagi. Hagi's kicked to centre wing, looking for Andrew Brereton. He can't take it. Tunig's there. Brereton paddles the ball in front of him. That was well done. Tries to get over to Hornhart. Now Central through O'Halloran. The long hand pass to Swartz. Swartz is on centre wing, gets it over in a flash to Tunig. He's caught to Burgoyne, coming through Mackenzie. O'Halloran's there as well for Central. Hand pass is smothered. Player there going to ground with the ball for Roopena. Will get a high tackle. Is it going to be free to Roopena? Just waiting for the decision. Yes, it's going to be a free kick to Jenner. His left foot kick. Looking for and finding Robert Head. He can go on with business. Go short, looking for Highfield over the top. Can't take the mark. Now tries to get it out to a teammate. But Central's defending very strongly. And we'll see a bounce in at centre half forward with the Roos into attack. And we've been playing 29.5 minutes in the quarter. The goal here to Roopena will be very handy coming in the three-quarter time break. Bounce down, taken by Taylor. Miller goes low towards the boundary line. Taylor picks it up. He's going to be set upon. Appear to get one in the back. Cool play on. Goes towards Biles. Biles goes for a hand pass to Burke. Burke back to Biles. Centrals of making the play now as they go to centre half forward, but there's the mark being taken to the fullback in Shearer as the siren sounds the end of third quarter. And just looking at that scoreboard, Roopena 13-9, I think you'll find. The Central should say 13-9. Roopena on 15-7, so it's a 10-point lead by the Roos at three-quarter time. And Central were down by 30 points early in that quarter. A good comeback by that team. And it's three-quarter time. Start of this all-important final quarter in the 86 grand final, tapped away by Huber. Andrew Brereton in the fray. He can't get it out. And there's a milling pack of players around the ball. We'll see a bounce down. So just recapping three-quarter time scores. The scoreboard was wrong. It has been rectified. 39 Central, 13-9. Roopena 15-7. The difference 10 points. Tiller versus Huber. Tiller with the tap. Goes to Burgoyne. He's caught holding the ball. The free kick goes the way of Roopena. Huber goes towards Andrew Brereton. Good usage of the body. Now needs to get on with the business with a hand pass over the top. Can't do it, but now taps it over to Jenner. Jenner versus Miller. Tunig taps it over to Burgoyne. Burgoyne appeared to throw it over to Simmons. Simmons with another hand pass to Dignan. Dignan gets around a player in the centre. Kicks it long to the half-forward line, looking for Coulter. He can't take the mark. With him there is Bronte Hunt, and the ball's over the line for throw-in. .33 frees the Central, 24 to Roopena. And the Roos leading by 10 points. In the opening moments of this last quarter, there's the throw-in. Shearer's there for Roopena. Sockles the ball off the ground. Biles and Gobbett. Biles trying to keep the ball in front of him. Now tries to tap it away. Coming through there was another player there. That's David Gobbett. Goes towards Hornhart. Can he gather the bouncing ball in? He's keeping it in front of him. Whoops. Goes over the line. We'll see a throw in. Pressure applied there by O'Halloran. And we'll see a throw in on centre wing. Tiller versus Andrew Brereton. Andrew Brereton over the top to Mackenzie. Coming through Gobbett. Fisted away there by Andrew Brereton. Taken by Simmons. Simmons left foot kick looking for Burgoyne. Burgoyne stands his ground well and takes a mark just forward of centre wing. There's Burgoyne's kick, goes to centre half forward, Perrott over the top. Hunt's there, fisted over by Swartz towards the player there in Miller. Well, picked up well there by the Roopena player there. Bronte Hunt kicks it towards 3 Roopena players. One of them is Dolling. He can go for a bounce. He can go for a couple of bounces. He's shepherded well. Goes for a short pass in towards half forward flank. Was marked there by Ben Kane. That was ill-directed, that pass by Dolling. And Kane's passing turn has found Burgoyne on the outer side, half-back flank. So Central steadying play down a little. A trail by 10 points. As Burgoyne's kick to centre wing. Over the top, Huber gets up very high, can't take the mark. Perrott at the back. Fisted further afield there by Dignan. But he sees the ball run over the line for another throw in. So the 3-minute mark of a quarter. Still no addition to the 3-quarter time score. 15-7 plays 13-9. And the difference 10 points in favour of the Roos. There's a throw in. This first goal is going to be ever so important. Taken by McCarthy. McCarthy dodges this way, that away. He's got good control, McCarthy, but his kick's astray and has found Bronte Hunt, who marked safely at centre half back. Bronte Hunt, who come on to replace Tester. There's Hunt's kick, goes to the centre of the ground. Huber fists it away to McKenzie. Gives him a run on the ball, McKenzie. McKenzie's kick up to the half forward line, looking for Robert Head. Head versus Kim Miller. Head goes to ground. Miller picks up. He's got O'Halloran further afield. Short passes that player. The chipping in Gobbett. Biles needs support. Oh, dummies it well. Goes for a short pass and finds Swartz. Swartz drops the mark. He's caught. Caught without the ball, according to the umpire. And the free kick goes the way of Hayden Swartz. So Swartz with the free on centre wing. Goes short towards Miller. And Nigel Miller's marked just forward of centre wing. This is kick up the half forward. Roopena defence under a little pressure now. Bronte Hunt trying to keep the ball in front of him. Tries to get it out to a teammate. Burton's there for Central. He goes to, for Roopena I should say, he goes to ground. Now Bernardi. Bernardi's left foot kick into the full forward area. Don't tell me it's going through for a goal. It has. And that's going to be a lifter. Bernardi kicks his first goal. So Central's getting a little closer. They go to 14-9, just 4 points behind Roopena now on 15-7. 5 minutes into the last quarter. A 5-goal down midway through that third quarter. Now they've come back to within 4 points. Huber out of the centre. His kick is smothered. Kane coming through. Kicks it to centre half forward. Dignan versus Dolling. Dolling fists it away. Now retrieves the ball himself. He's got Byfield there in pursuit, in attendance I should say, to assist. Hand pass to Taylor. Taylor's kick up to the centre half forward position, looking for Robbie Head. Or Head casually does it. 49 there was Jenner. Goes on with well, Jenner. Kicks it into the full forward area. McKenzie's there for Roopena. He's marked. Goes back, puts it on its way and he's put it through. That was top play by Grant Jenner. Battle against the odds, Jenner. Did extremely well. Got it over to McKenzie. McKenzie mark puts through his 5th goal. And the Roos now have taken that lead of 10 points back in their possession again. Absolutely enthralling stuff there by number 49, Grant Jenner. So we're back to a 10-point lead again to Roopena. Been a top game of footy. Not one person's left the ground, and neither they should either. Very close game. And so 6.5 minutes into the quarter. Huber's on the ball again versus Tiller. Gets it down to Brereton. Brereton can't get rid of the ball. Hand pass here favours Gobbett. Gobbett fists it further afield. Miller gets a bad bounce but fists it back towards Brereton. Brereton's going to be in all sorts of trouble. Gets a hand pass straight to Burton. Burton out of the centre. Kicks it up to the half forward line. But Burton's there for the Roopena and takes a top mark. Top mark, Gary Burton. Goes on with it quickly. Goes for a short pass to Byfield. And Byfield's marked at half back flank. Goes to centre wing to Gobbett. Gobbett, can he take the mark he has on centre wing? Trevor Gobbett goes further afield looking for Hornhart. Has it fisted away, but he's been played it. Roopena player. This is kicked up to the centre full forward player there in Smith. Comes to ground. McKenzie's there for Roopena. Gets boot the ball, but he's under an enormous amount of pressure. He kicks out of bounds on the full. Kim Miller with the kick. He's under a lot of pressure then, the little champ. But here's a kick by Miller, goes to the half-back flank. Hornart versus Tiller. Tiller the strong arms. Take the mark on the half-back flank. There's his kick, goes for a screw punt, a high one to the centre wing. Byfield's there, so too Brereton, drops the mark. Byfield recovers well, then tries to kick it towards the Roopena goal, or comes out the back to Miller. He goes down, stacks on the mill, and we'll see a bounce down on centre wing position, grandstand side. So 8-minute mark of the quarter. It's the Roos by 10 points. Brereton tries to fist it away. Gobbett. The bounce favours Jenner to Byfield. Roopena into attack. Looking for McKenzie. Easy mark. No, at the back, Smith. Dennis Smith, 3 goals. I think he may be a little bit too far out, although I said that last time when he kicked the goal, so he's about 50 metres out from goal. Kick by Smith, going right into the square. Big mark required. There it is. McKenzie off the ground. I think he's put it through. He has. What a goal by McKenzie. That's his 6th. He's kicked 6-1. Just when I thought Brereton was taking the mark, the ball hit the deck and McKenzie just kicked his 6th goal. And Roopena get a little bit of breathing space. They kick their 17th. They go to 17-7. Central's are 14-9. The difference now 16 points in favour of Roopena. And what a game we have here at the Bennett Oval. As Chris Tester prepares to come on the ground. And just waiting to see who's coming off. Maybe Bronte Hunt. So McKenzie's kicked 6-1. What a performance. Huber out of the centre. Gets a hand pass over to Gobbett. Gobbett's got a loose man and then Hornart further afield, but he can't quite get it over him. Hornart's got to do the shepherding for Gobbett. Gobbett goes for a hand pass towards his team's goal. McKenzie comes out. Goes this way, that way. Hand pass to Gobbett. Roopena on the march again. Up the full forward, Smith and Rogan. Rogan can't quite take the mark and the ball's going to be over the line for throw. Is it still in play? Taken by Taylor. But the ball's out of play. Remonstrating there with the umpire was Hornart, but we'll see a throw in. Roopena by 16 points, and what a game. Throw in the right forward pocket. Brereton versus big fellow in Dawson. Dawson taps it out to a teammate. That play was Miller. Gobbett should mark on the chest. And mark he does, the half forward flank. Trevor Gobbett is at the top duel with Biles. 10 minutes into the quarter. There's his kick, looking for Smith. No one can take the mark. Where's the little fellas for Roopena? Taylor's there for Roopena, but he can't get it out. There's too many players on the ball. And we'll see another bounce down. About 25 metres out from the Roopena goal. There's a bounce. Dawson versus Brereton to Schwartz. McKenzie burrowing in there again for Roopena. Taylor was tagged with not in possession. We'll get a free kick.
19-14,
So Taylor with a free kick and half forward flank. Been fairly quiet today, Taylor. Goes for a short pass to Huber, and Huber's marked at centre half forward. That was well done. That was well done by Taylor. Robbie heads the play coming off the ground, and Tester coming off. Brereton's got a bit of clamp. So Huber, kick on its way. Umpire says 6 points. Huber kicks his 2nd goal. Roos kick their 18th. They go to 18 goals 7. Central's on 14-9. Nazaparty's on the ground limping. And gee, it's a sad sight seeing him limp off the ground again. I thought he was out forever. He's on crutches at half time. But he limps off to allow bowls come on the ground. So Central's with their injury problems. But they're still in there with a chance. They'll trail by 22 points. But really Roopena have been absolutely superb so far. We've been playing 12 minutes in this last quarter. Can they hang on for another 18 minutes or so? There's the bounce down. No one can get the tap away. Players in there working hard. Eventually Huber the hand pass to Byfield. His kick is going to be marked though by number 20 in Tunig for Centrals at centre half back. Mike Tunig goes short to Burke. Burke's taking the mark on centre wing. On the other side of the ground. Burke goes to centre half forward, looking for Dawson. Dawson's marked about 40 metres out from goal, make that 45-50. lead from Tiller. But in front, Dolling over the top, Tiller. Dolling got underneath the ball and Tiller's taken a mark over the top. So Tiller has kicked 2 goals without a miss. He's got a chance to get number 3. Almost 13 minutes of play. And 22-point lead. Can be cut back to 16 if Tiller's shot is accurate. It is. Tiller kicks his 3rd goal. Central's kicked their 15th. They got a 15-goal 9. Roopena an 18-goal 7. The difference is back to 16 points. 13 and a half minutes in to the final quarter. So rapidly approaching the halfway mark of the last quarter. It's the Roos by 16 points. Dawson and Huber taken by Orr, stolen away from Burgon by Huber. That was well done. Gobbett to half forward. Tester makes front position. Fists it away. Hornart, can he get it over to a teammate? Or does it Will? Dummies a hand pass. Straightens up, kicks into goal, and then he's popped it through. Brett Hornart, that was classical play. All stemming from Huber in the centre again. He stole it off Burgoyne. And so Roopena with their 4th goal for the quarter go to 19-7. Centres are on 15-9, the difference back to 22 points. And that was well played by the general first of all, and capped off brilliantly by Hornart on the run. To kick his 5th goal, he's kicked 5th without a miss. And he's been a star, Hornart. He isn't at a lot of possessions. He started off pretty slowly, but he's worked himself right into the game along with McKenzie. They've kicked 11 between them. Now the ball back in the centre of the ground. Dawson gets it down to Swars. Swars in a flash to Burgoyne. He's caught with the ball. Tries to get it back to Dawson. He's busted off the ball there by Dolling. He's still going Burgoyne. Gets it over to Dawson. Dawson waiting for a hand pass. Now kicks left foot to centre half forward and finds Coulter. He's marking that position. Coulter gets it over to Burgoyne. Burgoyne's on the run. Shoots for goal from 40 metres. Tiller lets it go through for a goal. So Burgoyne's posted his 5th goal. So a quick reply by Central. They go to 16-9. Roopena on 19-7. So it's goal for goal at the Bennett Oval. And we've been playing for 15 minutes in this final quarter. The difference comes back to 16 points again, I think. 16 points it is. So really it's been goal for goal the last 5 or 6 minutes. Central can't stem those goals back enough at the moment. Roopena into the Central, goal for goal, 15 minutes into the quarter. Huber versus Dawson. Huber the tap, straight to Biles. Biles is caught, gets it over to Schwarz. Schwarz back to Burgoyne. Burgoyne's going to be caught, back to Biles, over to Dignan. Dignan's kick goes to the direction of Tiller. Tiller versus Bronte Hunt, and also Byfield. Hunt goes to ground with the leg, and we'll get a free kick. So Roopena with a free through Bronte Hunt. 16-minute mark of the quarter. Bronte Hunt's on half-back flank. The ex-South player. Easy's kick goes to centre wing with a good kick. Taylor's there. Taken by Byfield. Out of bounds on the full, I think the ruling will be. Just getting a score from Adelaide. Liverpool 7 goals in front of Norwood. And Central's with a free kick through Ben Kane. So Ben Kane, centre wing out of side. There's his kick, goes to half forward. Up they go, Dolling in front, the safe mark. Dolling's been on top in his position, centre half back. There's his kick. Goes into the centre, looking for over the top. Player there was Jenner, can't take the mark. Now Simmons coming through. He's tackled, goes for a hand pass, comes to Burke. Burke straightens up, shoots in towards goal, but he's offline and out of play in the left forward pocket. So 16 points to diff. 19-7 plays 16-9. There's a throw in the left forward pocket. Over the top goes Coulter. Comes down towards Hagi. Picked up by Schwarz. Schwarz kicks out of bounds on the full, as it's through 1 point. 1 point. So Hayden Schwarz's first tally for the day. The difference 15 points. 16 goal 10 Central. 19-7 Roopena. Kick in by Shearer. Goes towards player number 49 in Jenner. Jenner taps it over well to Byfield. Gives him the run of the ball. He's on centre wing. Short kick there looking for Robert Brereton. Brereton's marked. What's he going to do now? Looking for a hand pass. Dummies that hand pass, goes on the left boot. Now kicks it up to the full 40, looking for Smith. Smith's in front of Rogan. Smith almost the mark. Taylor's there with him. Taylor's thought he was going to lose the ball there. Goes to ground. Now dives on the ball again. Central through Rogan will clear to Kane, to Tunig. Central cool out of defence through play there, Nigel Miller to half forward. Beats the pack over the top to Daryl Biles. Biles tries to get around the players he caught. Kicks towards goal, towards Tiller. Through out of bounds on the full. Good pressure by the Roopena defence. And we'll see a kick in there by, well, I think, Gary Dolling. So 18.5 minutes into the quarter. Got another 11.5 minutes to go. Taylor's down up forward for Roopena. Looks like there'll be a bit of a leg, might be a bit of cramp. Dolling goes short and finds the full-back in Shearer. Shearer's kick goes to the half-back flank with a long kick looking for Huber. Huber has made good position. 49 is Jenner. Jenner's been a pretty good contributor today for Roopena. He's got the ball centre wing over to Huber. Huber the hand pass to Andrew Brereton. Andrew Brereton short pass there looking for a player there in Hornhart. Hornhart goes for a hand pass looking for Taylor. Now Tester concedes ground with a hand pass to Hornhart. Over to Gobbett. Roopena on the march. Can Gobbett get a good bounce? Kicks long and strong into the square. Who's going to be marked? It's going to be McKenzie. McKenzie's marked on his chest right in the square, about 5-10 metres out from goal. The little champ who's kicked 6-1 can make it 7. Here's his shot for goal. He's posted it. Kenzie kicks his 7th goal. Roopena kicked their 5th for the quarter. They got a 20-goal 7. Central's on 16-goal 10. The difference back to 22 points. And the Roopena crowd, which is a pro-Roopena crowd, are absolutely ecstatic here today as we see Roopena go to 20-goal 7. That's terrific kicking. Central's on 16-10 and we've been playing for 20 minutes in this final quarter. And what a game by McKenzie. 7-goal 1 he's kicked. He's really topped off play in front of goals. And so Roopena leading by 22 points. Hush come over the crowd. Can this be their first flag ever? We'll know in about 10 minutes, I think. So, Roopena 20-goal 7. Central's on 16-10. There's a bounce in the centre. Tap there towards Brereton. Also there was 37 and Hagi. Burgoyne slips the tackle again. Now he goes around. Kicks the centre half forward looking for Dignan. Dolling there. Ball comes to ground. 49 there was Jenner. Uses his body well. Coulter tackled as he kicks the ball, goes out wide and find Daryl Biles in half forward left, half forward right. 21-minute mark of the quarter. Kick by Biles, goes long to the square, looking for Tiller. Fisted away though by the fullback and Shearer and through for 1 point. So Central now go to 16-goal 11. Roopena 27. Difference 20 points. Kick in by Shearer looking for Huber. Destroys from behind to Dawson. Brereton hits it over now to Jenner. Pulls a player off the ball and on a possession and a free kick towards Central. And that player will be Hayden Swartz, who's just right in the centre of the ground. So 20 points of difference. Kick by Schwartz towards Dignan. Dolling gets a bad bounce. Tap down towards Bronte Hunt. Simmons is there for Central. So too Daryl Biles. Left foot shot for goal is true, I think. He's put it through. So Central get their 17th. They go to 17-11. Roopena on 27. The difference 14 points. So back in the centre with umpire Hannon. 14 points of difference. Central are coming back again. Huber in the centre. Tries to get it down. A free kick to Huber. And the Roos champion in the centre of the ground. Goes out wide looking for Hornhart. Hornhart's led pretty well in the marks. In fact, he's almost on centre wing.
The final scores in Adelaide. Woodville 21-goal 14.
Goes towards Andrew Brereton.
14-goal 14.
And the free kick towards Tunig for Central. Tunig's on half-back flank. Goes short to O'Halloran. And O'Halloran's marked on half-back flank. 23-minute mark of the quarter, so about 7 minutes to go. Roopena lead by 14 points. O'Halloran into the centre. Byfield, it's taken the mark. Over to Perrott. Perrott a long hand pass, is going to come unstuck, try to get over Mackenzie. It comes unstuck to Kane. Kane towards Biles, and Biles drops the mark on centre wing. Pressure applied by Hunt. He's tackled. Biles soccers off the ground, goes towards the play there in Bernardi. He overruns the ball. Burton goes for a hand pass here towards Bronte Hunt. Hunt picks the ball up on half-back flank, goes to the centre wing of the pass to Mackenzie. Mackenzie can't mark it, gives Taylor the run on the ball. Taylor's on half-forward flank, can give it to Brereton in the centre half-forward position, and Brereton's marked the centre half-forward. So Brereton is about 35-40 metres out from goal. He's kicked 2 goal 2 was Robert Brereton. Short pass there has found Chris Tester. And Tester about 25 metres out from goal. The goal here will make it very hard for Central. So all eyes on Chris Tester, number 7. About 25 metres out from goal. There's his kick. No worries, he's put it through. Tester kicks his first goal. Roopena's hit the 6 straight for the quarter. The Roos go to 21 goals 7. That's a fantastic scoreline. Central's on 17-11. And the difference goes back to 20 points. And I think that just might be enough as we approach the time on period. Larry Whalen, the cameraman's a little bit sceptical. I don't know at the moment. He's scared or whatever, but he knows there's only about 4 or 5 minutes of play to go. I think the Roos have got the premiership in the bag from here. If they keep playing the way they have been. Huber out of the centre, kicks the ball out wide looking for Brereton, finds that player on half-forward flank. I think Centrals have run their race. Brereton goes short looking for Taylor, and Taylor is marked about 45 metres out from goal. A little star player for Roopena. Been a little down on form today, but he's been a contributor nonetheless. Goes short, or bad checking. Stuart Hargy, what's he doing down there? Is marked about 35, no, I should say about 40 metres out from goal. So I'd say a goal here would be good night, nurse. Put the glasses down. Look at that hill over there. Remarkable Roos over there, the banner. There's Hargy's shot for goal. Is it going to come back far enough? 1 point the result. The result. And so Stuart Hargy gets his first score of the day. I'm sure we would like to see a goal go through. So the Roos go to 21 goals 8. Central's on 17-11. The difference is 21 points. I think she's all over Red Rover. 26.5 minutes into the quarter. Centrals can't get out of this one. They'll go down for the 4th year in succession. There's Rogan's kick. Goes to the half-back line, over the top. Almost a mark to Andrew Brereton. Taken by Kane, his opposite number. He goes short to the centre wing position where he finds Hayden Schwarz. Schwarz, trips over, now plays on, goes for a hand pass over there to a teammate. That player was Darryl Biles. He's in all sorts of trouble, but gets out of it. Kicks long to the full forward area. Tiller, Burton, over the back, almost took the mark. Cool play on, whistle on play, and we see a bounce down between centre half forward and full forward as we approach the 27-minute mark of the last quarter. So about 3 minutes to go. There's a tap down, taken by Huber. He's paddling the ball in front of him. Eventually the loose ball comes out towards Perrott. He gathers in well, now goes for a hand pass to Mackenzie. Mackenzie, so it goes without the ball, overruns it. Picked up by Tilly, slips to the ground, and eventually the ball over line for throw. Or was there a free kick? No, a free game towards Roopena. And that play with a free kick looks like Gary Dolling, is it? Short pass will find Perrott, and Perrott's at centre half-back flank in fact, steadies play down, goes for a short pass to Taylor, and Taylor's marked between centre wing and half-back. Kick by Taylor towards Chris Tester, and Tester's marked on the true centre wing position. So Tester, he's got all the time in the world, the boy. There's his kick, approaching 28-minute mark, high one to centre half forward. Up they go, almost a mark to Brereton. Off hands it comes to Nigel Miller. He's caught, gets boot to ball. Picked up by Schwarz, hand pass to Biles. Biles concedes ground, goes on that left foot of his, kicks it out in the direction of Johnny Simmons. He'll mark on the chest on centre wing in opposition to David Gobbett. And Simmons plays on quickly. They've got to do that, Central. Time's running out. Bernardi caught, shrugs a tackle, can straighten up, have a bounce, shoot towards goal, kicks on its way. He puts it through for a goal. Central's kicked their 18th, but I think it's all too late. They got 18-11. Roopena on 21-8. And the second goal to Frank Bernardi. Central's kicked their 18th. They got 18-11. The Roos are on 21-8. We've been playing 28.5 minutes of the quarter. And the difference now 15 points. And I think time's run out, as I said, approaching 29 minutes of this final quarter. And 29 shots apiece by both teams is interesting. Back in the centre. Dawson versus Huber. Huber the fist away. Tunig kicks it towards the direction of Dolling. Now Perrott. Perrott slung off the ball and we'll get a free kick. Alan Perrott knows his team's got plenty of time, 15-metre penalty. At the 29-minute mark, there's only a matter of about a minute to go at the most. The siren will sound and you'll see an absolutely jubilant crowd go up in arms when the siren goes. Short pass to Taylor, who are having trouble picking it up on the left boot out towards Bobby Brereton. Stanton coming through, showing plenty of pace. Kicks it to the centre wing position where he finds Darryl Biles. Now Darryl Biles goes short to Dignan. Dignan's marked on half forward flank. Kicks it into the full forward area. Tiller versus Shearer. Tiller stands his ground and takes the mark. So just approaching 30-minute mark. The difference 15 points. The difference now 9 points if his kick is accurate. He's put it through, so Tiller, Central not giving him without a kick. Tiller kicks his fourth goal and Central 6 for the quarter. So the score, Central 19 goal 11. Roopena on 21 goals 8. That's 9 points of difference. 30.5 minutes of play. Time's just going to run out for Central. Roopena crowd waiting for the siren to go. This will be their first flag ever. They couldn't possibly lose it from here. Centrals need 2 goals in a very, very short amount of time. 30.5 minutes have gone. Time ticking away. The siren's going to go any tick of the clock. Back in the centre with umpire Pringle. There'll be a great roar in a minute when the siren goes. Dawson taps it down to Coulter. All Roopena got to do is smother it and we'll see a bounce just almost in the centre of the ground. 31-minute mark of the quarter. So it's going to be the two new clubs make history. Roopena Bay last year. It's going to be the Roos this year. Siren almost should ring out any moment. Taylor with the ball. He's on centre wing. Kicks the ball up towards the half-forward flank to McKenzie. He's kicked 7. He's been a match winner today for Roopena. Hand passes back towards Brereton. That wasn't Brereton, it was Byfield. Byfield to Taylor. And Taylor's marked on the half-forward flank. And he can take all the time in the world. Goes short to Tester. Whoop, Tester drops what he should have taken. Players stacking on top of the ball. Stanton with the ball. He's trapped. Caught by Brereton. Comes through, kicks it to full forward looking for Smith. Smith in front, can't take the mark. Taken by Halloran. He's got nowhere to go. Hand passes to Rogan. Rogan in a flash out there to Kim Miller. Miller's going to clear to the outer side half-back flank. Siren's going to go any minute. Playing 32 minutes. Byfield there for the Roopena. Dives on the ball. And we'll see a bounce down on the outer side centre wing. Siren must go. Larry, 32 minutes of play. Roopena crowd waiting in expectancy for the siren. 21-8 plays 19-11. I think that's going to be the final score. There it is. Over here, Larry, the crowd running on the ground. Roopena 21 goal 8 have made history. Their first ever premiership. 21 goal 8. Central 19-11. 21-8 Roopena. There's the scoreboard. 19-11. 32 minutes of play in the last quarter. Roopena, they'll be in Wonderland for the next few days, wondering what's hidden, but I can tell you what, the celebrations will be on out there tonight. Congratulations to Trevor Bowes and his troops. A magnificent game, a magnificent effort on their behalf. Centrals went down fighting. They weren't good enough on the day. They went down by just 9 points, but really a fantastic game. We'll just recap on the goal kickers as Larry captures the moment on video. Just recapping the final scores. 19-11. the Roopena team, 19-11. 21 goals, 8. Roopena, 21-8. So a win to 9 points to Roopena. Free kicks for the final quarter, 7 to Roopena, 3 to Central. 30 frees for the game to Roopena. 36 to Central. 30 frees to Roopena, 36 to Central. Goal kickers quickly. First of all for the victors, Mackenzie, what a performance, 7 goal 1. Hornhart, 5 goals of that, a miss. Dennis Smith, 3. 2 to Huber and Brereton, and 1 to Taylor and Tester. For Central, their leading goal kickers, Burgoyne, 5. 4 each to Dignan and Tiller. 2 to Dawson and Bernardi, and 1 to McCarthy and Biles. Well, here's the story of the game. Roopena winning 21-8 to 19-11. History in the making. Last year Roopena Bay, this year Roopena. So congratulations to Roopena. And they've won the flag for 1986.
Firstly, my condolences to Central for these better your fault. Well, it's a big grand final in a row, of course, when you lost. Bad luck, but that's the way it goes. What I'd really like to say is, from all the guys, we'd like to thank all the people that have come up and what. We'd also like to thank them in regards of over the last 17 years, those guys that have played have helped make the club. They've helped us get here, even though it's taken us 17 years. Those guys have helped, are the ones that have helped us. All the people that have been with the club for 17 years, they're the reason we won this. Thank you.
still going, are they? No, I mean there. Yeah.
Kevin Stevens, better known as Blue, another one of our trainers. Ricky Selms, who's Gardner's best mate. Come on, Ricky! All right, mate. Rod Greening, our fourth of our trainers today. He's still there. He's got AWOL. Here he comes. A few other members that are, whilst I won't call them up, I'd like to mention, that's Debbie Gobbett at the back over there. Well done, Debbie. Margie Spence over there. Jeff Plough. I haven't seen Jeff tonight, but I suppose he's around the place somewhere. Jeffrey, well done. Who? No, he doesn't run. Come on, he can hardly walk. Another person who's an important cog to the side. You wouldn't think so with the weight he carries, but Johnny Mann, our runner, A-grade runner. Come on, Manny! You can tell, can't you? Have a look. You wouldn't think this fine figure of fitness was our runner, especially after old Rod Causey ran for us last year. Going on, Brian Freeze, our team manager. Freezy, his only fault is he banks to South Adelaide. Another player, Little Macca. No relation to Big Macca, I don't think so anyway. Unquestionably the most fearless rover in the town, Colin McKenzie. Another player unlucky to miss out today. Played the best game, played the best year I've seen him play anyway, Steve Smith. Another player, runner-up to the Roos, best and fairest, third in the Whyalla News medal, Roopena's answer to Johnny Platten, Warren Taylor. Next player, a Colt, last year. This year has proved that not only is he going to develop into the best ruckman in the league, but he can also eat more pasties than anyone else we know. Big Mark McDonald. Come on, Mega! Had it not been for injuries, there's no doubt this guy would have taken out the Whyalla League's leading goal kicking award this year, Dennis Smith. Someone wanted me to say that he was Roopena's answer to Grenfell Dietrich. Another player new to the club, played 2 top final games, was a real tester for today, Chris Tester. This player will probably break his leg tonight. He went through the season practically injury-free for the first time for some time. Robbie Breton. What can I say about the next player? They call him the General. He was club captain. nicknamed Socket, although I understand that he once was called Silly Billy. Billy Highwood missed out today, but very much a part of the team. Another player who really stuck up to South Whyalla today. He missed out on playing in their finals last year, but I tell you, he played a good game today. Bronny Hunt. The youngest player in the side, still eligible for the under-18s. One of the side's only problem positions for the start of the year, Andrew Bratton.
Come on!
Another player new to the club. Again, coming from South Whyalla, they give their players away easily, I tell you. Top game today, kicked 5 goals, Brett Heinart. Another player, probably the fastest player in town, nicknamed Gadget. I don't know if it's for his go-go gadget arms, his go-go gadget legs, or his go-go gadget butt to the gobbet. It's natural that this player follows his brother, the brain, Dave Gobbett. The next player has always kept his nose in front of the opposition, that if he's not in, played his 100th game this year, Alan Bell. Next player, nicknamed Dolls, not because he enjoys playing with a toy variety. Repeat a player through and through, Gary Dolling. Seems to be here at training. He always seems to get the coach to send him out bush to teach. Stewie Hagee. Of course they take up some room, don't they? A late starter with the club, nicknamed Bones, Peter Barfield. The next player in the Whyalla News, on Friday they stated that this player had been dogged by injuries and he was standing the Bulldog, nicknamed the Pud, who said it wasn't a dog's day. Right, Jenna. I tell you what, if you think these guys got a smile on their face, you should see the smile on this guy's face. He made a move at the start of the year to this club from another club. I won't tell you who it is, but Gary Burton. The next chap, affectionately known as Plum, the best and most underrated fullback in the league, Craig Shearer. The next chap, injured during the year, big part of our winning premiership side, even though he couldn't play today, Trevor Blackman. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for... least, without the club sponsors, a club couldn't be really a club. I mean, the players play a big part, but so do the sponsors. They provide awards week after week. They help the club. I'd like to thank very much Roopena's sponsors, WTR, City Paul, Beaton Tires, British Sellers, etc. How about 3 cheers for our magnificent coach, Trevor Bowers. You must admit, without the supporters, you'd be nowhere. 3 cheers for the supporters.